Good morning, grade 9. Now, before we go to question 9, that is rationalize the denominator, let us understand few terms. For example, look at this number, root 2. It is a surd. 2 is rational number and answer of this, value of this is irrational because 2 is imperfect square and order of this surd is 2. So, this is a surd, right? Now, if I multiply root 2 with root 2, what I get? I get answer as root 4 which is equal to 2. Now, this is a rational number. Are you understanding me? This is a surd. Answer of this is irrational. Value of this is irrational. And this is what? Rational number. Second, if I write root, for example, 8. If I multiply this root 8 by root 2, again I get root 16. Now this is a perfect square. Answer of root 16 is 4. Again this becomes a rational number. Alright. So there are few numbers which if I multiply with the surd, product of them is giving me a rational number. So such numbers are called as rationalizing factors. What they are called as? Rationalizing factors. In this case, root 2 is rationalizing factor for root 8. Here root 2 is rationalizing factor for root 2 itself. Alright. Or in other way, you can say this is rationalizing factor of this. Or here both numbers are same. So it goes vice versa. Now, first thing is, why do we do this? Why are we converting this surd into rational number? Now look at this number. Denominator is root 5 which is a surd. Now understand that it is easy to use the numbers with rational denominators rather than using the numbers with surds. See, 3 upon 5 can be easily used for any purpose. It is difficult to do operations on these numbers. And therefore, we should be converting this surd into rational number. That process is called as rationalizing the denominator. And how to rationalize the denominator? By using rationalizing factors. Are you understanding me? The use of rationalizing factor. So rationalizing factors are used to rationalize the surds. Rationalizing means what? Converting these surds into rational numbers so that use of these numbers becomes easy. Because what's the reason? It is easy to use the numbers with rational denominators than having the surds in the denominators. I hope the concept is clear. So you have to think by which number I should be multiplying this number so that I will get rational number. Okay. So you know very well that root x into root x is nothing but x. X is rational number. So without wasting much time, if the order of the surd is 2, then you can have this trick that multiply the given surd with the same order and with this, if the order is 2 and with the same number, you get square root of x square and that comes out to be x, which is rational number. So let us use this trick and rationalize the denominators. Now see over here, let us rationalize the denominator. Now see 3 upon root 5. So I am going to multiply this number by root 5. Below also if I am multiplying numerator, I need to multiply denominator. So what it becomes? Numerator becomes 3 root 5. Denominator becomes 5 into 5 is 25. Now this is complete square. So what is the answer? 3 root 5 upon 5. Okay. So this root 5 is now changed into 5. We are rationalizing denominator. Denominators are converted from root 5 to 5. Have you understood what is the meaning of rationalizing the denominator? Isn't it easy? Okay, now let's go for the next problem over here, which is the second problem in your book is 1 upon root 14. Again, it becomes very easy. 1 upon root 14. So multiply this by root 14 upon root 14. So what you will get? Root 1 into root 14 is root 14 upon 14. So denominator is rationalized over here. Alright. So I get root 14 upon 14. Now see third problem. Which is your third problem? Let us check. It is 5 upon root 7. Now see, you can do it orally. 5 upon root 7. I need to multiply it with root 7 upon root 7. Now I am writing directly. It will be 5 root 7 upon 7. Denominator is rationalized. Fourth problem you see. Fourth is what? 6 upon 9 root 3. 6 upon 9 root 3. Now look at this problem. 6 upon 9 root 3. I have to multiply this root 3 with root 3. So I am going to write here root 3 upon into root 3. So this will be 6 root 3 upon root 3 into root 3 is 3 and 9 into 3, then it will be 9 into 3. Up till here is it clear? Okay. Now you can here is multiplication sign, here is also multiplication sign. So you can cut this. 3 ones are and 3 twos are. Alright. So what you get? 2 root 3 upon 9. Is it clear? 2 root 3 upon 9. Let's go for the fifth problem. 11 upon root 3. Fifth one. 11 upon root 3. How will you write this? I will multiply numerator by root 3. Denominator also by root 3. So what am I going to get? 11 root 3 upon root 3 into root 3 is only 3. So I have rationalized all the denominators. 11 root 3 upon 3. Is it clear? You may pause the video and take down all the problems. Alright? Okay, let's go for next concept. Now let's understand one concept, that is binomial quadratic surd, because your next exercise is based on this concept. Alright? Binomial quadratic surd. First, binomial means two terms will be there. So these two are binomials. Second, quadratic surd. Quadratic means what? What do you mean by quadratic? If the order of the surd is 2. You can see here order is 2, here order is 2. This is square root sign, no. And here also order is 2. Therefore, this is quadratic surd. Now, here between 2 which sign is there? Addition. Here between two terms which sign is there? Subtraction. So in short, what you can say is the sum or the difference of two numbers of which either one is quadratic surd or both may be quadratic surd. Then they are called as binomial quadratic surds. Is it clear? So two such numbers, addition or subtraction of two such numbers from which at least one should be quadratic surd or both should be quadratic surds. Doesn't matter. Here can be minus sign, here can be plus sign. That's okay. Alright. So these are called as binomial quadratic surds. Now look here. If I take this number root 5 plus root 3 and if I multiply this with root 5 minus root 3. Now see what is going to happen. This is a plus b into a minus b. What is our formula? A square minus b square. So this will give us root 5 square minus root 3 square. Aren't we going to get this? Okay. So if I write this, I am going to get root 5 square minus root 3 square. A plus b into a minus b. So what is root 5 square? Root 5 square is nothing but 5. Isn't it? Root 5 square is root 5 into root 5. That is root 25. That comes out to be 5. Minus. What is root 3 square? That is root 3 into root 3 is 3. And so what is your answer now? 2. Okay. Now you are getting this as a rational number. When if I am multiplying this binomial quadratic surd with the other number which is having same terms but there is negative sign in between. In this case, these two are called as conjugate pairs of each other. Remember this word. Okay. So they are called as conjugate pairs of each other. So this is useful to convert or rationalize the given binomial surds. So you need to multiply the given binomial surd with its conjugate pair. So in this case, root 5 plus 3's conjugate pair is what? Root 5 minus root 3. Or if root 5 minus 3 is given, then you can multiply this with root 5 plus root 3. And after multiplication, you can get the rational number. So to convert binomial quadratic surds into rational numbers, you need to multiply them with their conjugate pairs. And what is conjugate? Conjugate pairs means same terms having opposite sides in between. Is it clear? So root 5 plus 3 is conjugate pair of root 5 minus 3, or root 5 minus 3 is conjugate pair of root 5 plus 3. Both ways you can see. Is it clear? This is conjugate pair of this. This is conjugate pair of this. Is it clear, everybody? Okay. So let us do next exercise. If this number is coming in denominator, in earlier example we have seen only one term. But now if this is coming in denominator, it should click to you that now I am going to multiply it with conjugate pair. Alright. So let's see the next exercise, that is exercise 2.4. Let's multiply the students. So root 3 first into root 7 minus root 3 into root 3. So this will be root 21 minus this is root 9. But what is root 9 is 3. So it will be root 21 minus 3. This is the answer. So you got root 21 minus 3. Now second problem is very easy. Root 2 into root 5 is root 10 minus 7 into 2 is root 14. That's all. Now look at this problem. First I am multiplying this bracket first by 3 root 2 and then by minus root 3. 3 4s are 12. Root 2 into root 3 is root 6. 3 as it is minus root 2 into root 2 is 2. So this is minus 3 into 2. Minus root 3 into root 3 is 3. And 4 as it is. So you have minus 4 into 3. Minus into minus is plus. Root 3 into root 2 is root 6. 1 root 6, 12 root 6 is 13 root 6. Minus 6 minus 12 is minus 18. Okay. So I hope it is clear. We'll stop. Thank you.